This year and in the coming years, LGBT will continue to influence many to join its core beliefs, bringing confusion and questioning the very basic foundational principles of families set by God in the issue of identity. Many LGBTs will willingly sacrifice or subject themselves to all sorts of things in order to be made a public spectacle and be heard and embraced by everyone.
This has made a potentially historic statement on same-sex unions. In a documentary, the Pope endorsed civil unions for same-sex couples, saying, quote, homosexual people have the right to be in a family. KCTV5's Greg Payne gets reaction from people in Kansas City.
Pope Francis has taken the world by surprise with his recent comments on same-sex couples.
I 100% support them, so it's not like I have any other comments. Like, I support that too.
I'm kind of surprised just because of like the Catholic views with like churches and stuff like that.
Views that Lance Pierce is very familiar with.
Religion's been used as a justification to invalidate us as human beings, invalidate our love.
Pierce is the founder of Outspoken, a group designed to help create leadership and communication skill sets in underrepresented voices within the queer community. While Pierce applauds the Pope's support of civil unions and same-sex couples,
the message that it sends is that same-sex couples relationships are valid and should be recognized in the church, and that their love should be recognized in the church.
My message to all the young people, just be you. You are loved. You are heard. You are understood. You do belong. And I want you to know that as your president, all of us on this stage have your back.
I'm fighting for the next little Javier, so he doesn't have to cry himself to sleep every night, aching that he wakes up normal. To all the supportive parents, youth activists, teachers, and allies, I am proud to stand here today with you and with a true leader. A leader who is not just speaking up for us, but standing up for us with action against these extreme attacks. While the governor of my state has turned his back on young LGBTQ+ people and our families, I'm proud to stand here today with a leader who does have our back.
Today, I'm about to sign an executive order that directs key federal agencies to protect our communities from those hateful attacks and advance equality for families. No one knows better than the people in this room. We have a lot more work to do. A lot more work to do.
Now to the LGBTQ community. The House today passed the far-reaching Equality Act that would extend Civil Rights Act's protections to lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender Americans. This comes as a new study finds that more Americans than ever are now identifying as LGBT. Here's a look by the numbers. 5.6% of U.S. adults say that they are lesbian, gay, bisexual, and/or transgender. That's according to Gallup. Now, that's the highest since Gallup started polling on this issue back in 2012, when the number was just 3.5%. And if we just look at young adults, so-called Generation Z, 15.9%, or nearly 1 in 6, say that they're LGBT. That's compared to 9.1% of millennials, 3.8% of Generation X, and just 2% of baby boomers who identify as lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender. Now, taking all generations together, the majority, 54.6% of those who identify as LGBT, say that they're bisexual.
what if I'm wearing a nail paint? What if I'm kissing a girl on the metro? Like, it's none of your business. But when people just give you looks or just pass mean comments, it's very frustrating. And that's why most of us don't come out of the closet so easily. And it's very, it's very frustrating at point.
When you look at the government itself, they also have not legalized gay marriages and all.
When I came out, there was next to zero acceptance. And I'm standing, I came out in 2003. I'm standing literally 20 years later, and I see massive acceptance. Times change, people accept, societies change. There will be more change. Give it another 20 years, it will be a very different world. So I'm not going to be hopeless about it or say it's not happening. It's happening. Change is a slow thing. It doesn't happen overnight.
Parade and festival. It's the 4th largest pride event in the entire nation, and today we have to say that was no exaggeration.
Absolutely not. A projected 300,000 people turned out. Look at that. All the colors, and they were cheering everybody on as groups made their way through the Hillcrest neighborhood. Today's parade route was 1.5 miles long, starting at a huge pride flag on University Avenue and Normal Street, and it ended at Balboa Park.
CBS 8's Heather Hope walked the route along with our CBS 8 team and recaps all the excitement from today.
The long-awaited Pride Parade rolled through Hillcrest with so much excitement, music, and yes, indeed, pride. And it also had a lot of familiar faces, Steve and Kirsten. Woo!
Singapore has lifted a ban on gay sex. After years of debate, a controversial law known as 377A has been scrapped, basically making it legal to be homosexual.
This will bring the law into line with current social mores and I hope provide some relief to gay Singaporeans.
In a dream, the Holy Spirit showed me that the spirit of Jezebel invaded the schools, invaded our churches, invaded Sunday school classes, and was preaching all sorts of distorted knowledge of gender, identities, and sexual perversions. Children of all ages were affected by the evil spirit's influence and teaching.
Outrage growing after parents discovered gender identity videos were shown to their elementary-age children without their consent during school hours. Take a listen.
I have dolls. I love my dolls. Boys can play with dolls too.
I have 2 moms and I call them Mommy and Mama. What pride means to me is just being myself and standing up for what I believe in.
Pride means you should be able to be free. All my life I never really felt like a boy and I don't really feel like a girl, so I'd rather be both.
Pride means a person could be whoever they want to be in their heart. The fact that I could say that I like to be called a boy makes me feel happy inside.
Father of 4 who pulled his children out of Granby School District in Connecticut, Kyle Reyes, joins us now. Good morning, Kyle.
Good morning, Ainsley.
Good morning. So tell us why you decided to remove your children.
Ainsley, this is the straw that broke the camel's back. There have been growing issues within not just our school district, but frankly across the country where our kids are being read books about transgender crayons and racist police officers, and now the indoctrination has taken the place of education.
And this is a public school district?
That's correct. Yep.
Wow.